Hello and welcome back to Slumber Party. It's been a long time.
Long
It's been a
time
real
no
long
see.
time. It's been a long time coming, but
It's you and me.
yeah, it's been a
I
long time. I think
I'm
I've lost.
excited. Sorry, we're getting used to the being not in the same place
I
and
know,
trying to
yeah.
talk.
Yeah, that is kind of the elephant. We have ditched our old set and we no longer live in the
R.I.P.
same state. So,
So to all the people saying the vibes in the room is just so cozy fall vibes. I'm so sorry. You're never getting it again.
maybe you might get it again eventually. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's a whole nother thing. We'll get into that. But we just wanted to say that we're back. We're back to our regularly scheduled program. And we're super
Mhm.
excited. And it's so weird because I don't know if I should look at myself or look at you. And I kind of want to just look at the wall in front of me.
I don't
Like
know.
it's
Like I feel like
weird.
you will see my eyes move a lot because I look at you and then I look at myself a lot also.
It's just like I'm talking to you, but it's weird because I'm like talking not to you. Like right in that moment, I wasn't. So that's why it threw me off. I was talking to the
I get you.
viewers.
I get you.
But yeah, we're so excited to be back. And we just wanted to do this episode, just let it be like a general catch up of our lives, what's gone on in the past 6-ish months.
Oh my god.
So
6 months since April and I'm doing better. You know that?
yeah, that sounds familiar. But
Chapel Roan.
okay, yeah, yeah.
It
Which
literally
one
has
though?
been
Since April.
I think it's my kink is karma is the song.
Yeah.
Move back with your parents and take girls who are 18. Okay. I wish I didn't do that.
You know how we don't edit. You know how we
Sometimes
don't edit.
I forgot we were recording for a second.
But yeah, so we're revamping and we're on Google Meets. Shout out Google Meets. And we got new mics.
Oh yeah. New and improved big microphones.
It feels so professional.
It does. Don't worry, guys. We
I like
still
it.
have our Harry Potter wands.
We do. It's just moved to its normal wand function.
Yeah. I want to go to Universal again. It was so fun.
Me too. I do like okay, well, first I have to say I now live in Denver, Colorado because a lot of this episode is going to be about that or I'm referencing that. So I just wanted to put that out there. But yes, now that I live here, I'm like I can't like easily go to any of those places anymore. And it's
Yeah.
weird.
Like
And
the
I'm like,
beach.
ugh, I should have gone to Disneyland one more time or
I
whatever. Because
know.
now it's just like there's no opportunity for that.
I don't know. I just like every time I think about going to Disneyland, I'm like, I don't want to go. Like in theory, it sounds really fun. And then I'm like, there's just going to be like so busy. There's going to be lines. Like, is it even going to be fun?
Going,
Like,
like, yeah, no, you can't just go one day. That's like, that is too stressful. And so when
yeah.
doing it the 3 days was like the perfect amount of time. Like, it was exhausting and tiring, and I was
Yeah,
dead.
but if you do 3
But
days, then it's, like, so expensive.
they have more like deals if you like purchase with like, like a package thing, like the 3 days. But also, like, Justin lived in California, so we got like a little in state discount. But
Yeah,
I can't
and you don't have to
remember.
pay for, like, a place to stay.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. And then also grandma gave me some dough and I saved it
Oh,
for
yeah.
Disneyland so that
Yeah.
we could because we were like, oh, if we want to go, like it was like a good chance to like be able to get the snacks and all the things or like a little souvenir or something that I wouldn't normally buy on my
Yeah.
own. And we
Yeah.
did use like all of that. We used all of that.
Yeah. Well, you guys are it's probably for the best that you guys didn't, get any content during the summer because I feel like I have seasonal depression, but for the summer, especially living in Arizona.
Yeah.
So it's now finally starting to be fall. Actually, today it was like 94 degrees.
That is
But
for
no,
Arizona.
it is 94 degrees. But it's starting to be fall, and we had a little weekend where it was like 75 and chilly. And then this week is rough, but next week it's down. So y'all are lucky that I'm in a
Yeah.
better mood now.
Yeah, and I moved here like to Denver like 3 months ago, and I needed some time to get used to it. So I feel like
Yeah.
we're coming in at the perfect time to bring back the podcast. It's fall vibes. We've always been about those vibes.
I know, I know. I feel like I need to
And
have like a candle burning.
yeah, recently got a candle from Target, like one of their seasonal candles, and I never get candles from Target, but I was feeling it
Yeah.
that day,
I can't do that,
and it was
unfortunately.
so good. It was such a good candle.
Yeah.
Yep, and it was fall vibes, so I burnt that thing like so quick, but
I know.
nice.
I'm currently burning a Halloween candle. Well, not actually right now, but I should be. Why wouldn't I?
I
It's
know.
called Candy Apple Cauldron.
Wow,
Happy
sounds good.
Halloween.
Like sounds great.
It's good. It is good. But I can't buy candles anywhere else because then I'd be cheating on Bath and Body Works.
Well, yeah. Why would you when you have your connection?
Stash.
Yeah, stash, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
So we actually, I'm just changing subject.
Yeah, go for
Um,
it.
we actually drove to Colorado together to move
Mhm,
Abby,
mhm.
with her two cats, Nova and Moon.
It was a lot.
I don't know, I had a blast, but maybe that's just because like it wasn't as much pressure on me. And it was just like I was there for fun, just to help out and have a little vacation moment.
Yeah,
But I thought the drive was gonna feel longer than it did, but it felt normal.
yeah. It was fine. Like the drive itself was good. Like we had fun and we switched off. It was pretty
Oh my
nice.
god, until
And
the
like I
very
said,
end.
oh yeah, wait, did I just push through there at the end? Oh, until the very end with the
No, the
rain.
end, the rain.
Okay, well, first before we get to the rain, I did tell you we switched off like every what, like 3-ish hours, and that was like perfect. It doesn't
Yeah.
feel that long when you're doing it like that
Yeah.
because you get a rest and a break and then you turn around. Um but just like having the cats and then also like for me it was like I was just had a lot of stuff. Like I was just moved the whole house into a U-Haul like the day before. So
Yeah,
I was
that's
tired
true.
and
And then
also
we
had
had to
been
unpack it
prepping
all.
and then had to unpack it all. But yeah, anyway, the rain was insane.
Yeah, well, we were watching Matilda. We were watching Matilda to, pass the time, and then it was, like, pouring rain. We're like, "Oh god, we gotta pause the movie. We gotta pause the movie and lock in." And I wasn't even driving, and I was like, "I can't imagine if I were driving right now." I drove in a little bit of rain,
It was so
but
scary. It was so
it was
scary.
scary.
And I was like so anxious the whole time. Like
And it's
it
also,
was
like,
really
you
bad rain. Like it was like pouring rain, like can't really see. And we were in the mountains. Like I have to sneeze, sorry.
you can turn it off.
You can mute it.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh my god,
I
hold on,
I
guys.
didn't even sneeze. I lost it. I lost
I
it
was
and
talking, but it was muted. Bless you.
thank you. I didn't sneeze though. I
Oh,
lost
wait, you lost it.
I lost it in all the commotion of everything that happened. But
Wait, that's so sad. I'm so sorry.
anyway, the trip, I was so anxious and it was so dark. And by like in the mountains, we weren't like on a mountain, but like there are big mountains like all around us, just the way we drove in. And I feel like it was just so dark. Like it was not supposed to
It
be
was
quiet,
dark. It was a road we did not know. And, like,
windy
Justin
and
was
like
behind us. and we were, like, really nervous about that too. At least I was,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
he's
because
way
Justin was
behind us and it's
alone.
still raining. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, and he had a little bit of a longer drive, like, he'd just been driving all by himself, so no
Yeah.
switching. Yeah, that was scary, and then I didn't feel much better when we got to the Motel 6 or whatever.
Yeah, because something about motels is, like, people wanna stand outside of their room. Why? Like, it's like, meet up at the hotel like, motel. I'm gonna stand outside my room and watch
Well, I
everyone walk in.
I know, yeah, well, I think, like, more s there's, like, a fair amount of people that have, like, long-term stays there, so they probably know people, like, they know their neighbors, like, I think people
Yeah.
stay there long term, um,
Yeah.
or there some of the residents did. But yeah, I was that made me nervous, but honestly, like, not about, like, being at a Motel 6 or, like, that, like, once Justin got there, like, obviously, like, I felt better, but then I was so nervous about the cats, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I could
Yeah.
barely sleep, like, because the cats were still with us and they were allowed in the motel, so that was fine, but, like, it just freaked me out to have them, like, in this place, and I was all worried about them escaping, and I didn't want them to jump in the window, so I had, like, set all these heavy things down on the curtain so that they couldn't, like, jump into the window on the windowsill. Because I was like, I just don't want people to know what's going on in here."
Right.
I don't know why it
Yeah.
made me nervous, like, I know nothing would have happened, but
No,
it just
I
made me
probably wouldn't have
nervous.
slept. I probably wouldn't have slept if that was me and Percy, like,
Yeah, because and then
I
cats are just so,
no.
like, they can hide
They w
places, they can get
Yeah.
under things, on top of things, like, it's not like a dog who just, like, lays there, or they walk around and they can only, like they
Yeah,
can get
and
in nooks and crannies,
yeah, and
and cats
cats
can't.
don't make you feel better because they won't eat, they won't drink, they won't go to the bathroom, so you're just, like, anxious about
Yeah,
that the whole time, like, because 'cause
yeah,
they're anxious and just but you just have to, like, I guess, expect that they're not gonna do anything until they're, like, settled.
yeah, so I was not a restful sleep, we'll just say that, and then, just straight away, next day, like, only 1 night to recover, and I barely recovered. I didn't recover, and then we're
Yeah.
unpacking everything, and it was just ridiculous, and I was so tired, and I was grumpy, and I was like I feel like I've
That's
just
okay.
been awake for 72 hours or just, like, intense intense
Yeah.
activities for, like, 72 hours straight. And then once we're moved, then we kinda had some time to, like, hang out. That helped a little bit. But yeah, but then you were still there, and we all just wanted to be alone.
I know, I know. I was like, "I wanna go home." They wanna me out of here. I know it. It's okay,
Well,
though.
it wasn't about you. It was
No,
like,
I know.
"Oh, I can't like, I want Lauren gone." Like, it wa definitely wasn't like that at
It
all.
was
It
just,
was just
like,
like we were all tired
a
and,
whole
like,
thing.
drained mentally, physically, socially.
Tensions were high.
Oh, is there an echo at all from my end?
No.
Okay, good. I just got a Google Meets thing. I was like, "Echo" or something, like, saying, like, you might have an echo, so I was making sure.
Oh,
Okay,
not
we're
that I
good
can
though, we're
tell.
good.
But, yeah, that it was, yeah, and now we haven't seen each other for, like, 2
In, like,
months.
2 months, yeah, I know. It's crazy.
And I'm
It's
like,
so
who am I supposed to hang out with?
girl,
Like
you're telling me. You are telling me.
I know every time, like it's just, like, I have other people to hang out with, it's just not as easy.
Yeah, well, I see you out there, like, I feel like you're, like, social butterfly, like, all doing all these things, going to concerts and painting pumpkins and all these things. I'm like, "Whoa." So, I don't know what you're talking about. I feel like you're out and about.
Well, I just take a lot of pictures when I do stuff, and then post them on the Finsta. Okay, have you made any friends?
No. That's a big one. I mean, like, that's a big topic, so if you'll allow us to take a journey, we can do that. But
Yeah.
It's hard, like, it's hard to make friends when you don't have, like, an outlet to make friends, like, there's
Yeah.
no school. I have a job, obviously, but, like, that outlet is not gonna work for friend making. Not because there's not people my age, but it's just a very, like, isolated work environment.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, like I go in, like, once a week, and I just, like, sit at my desk, and I'm not separate from everybody, but the people who I could be friends with outside of work, I'm separate from them. Like, I don't have anyone my age
Yeah.
working near me or around me or with me. So it's like work is not an option either. And like school and work are like the major places I feel like you would meet people and connect and stuff. And so when you don't have those things, I'm like, I genuinely don't know how to make friends. Like, I
Yeah.
haven't had to do that in a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I feel like the only way now that I, like, make new friends is, like, through other friends. And
Yeah.
it's like, if you don't have that, like, one friend, then it's like, you can't really get to
Yeah.
that. Because like, now that I'm out of school, I've been at the same job for, like, a few years now,
Mhm.
and, yeah, I just, like, hang out with the same people. So I feel like if I moved, I'd be the same way. It'd be hard.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. It's like fine, like not to have that, but I definitely feel like I'm starting to feel like the desire to just like, oh, sorry, to go out socially and like just that different outlet. I just don't have that. And it's like fine.
Yeah.
I love Denver and I love the place and I don't regret it. But that's definitely just such a hard part about it. And I'm like, I don't want to force it or try to think about it too much because then I feel like I'll make myself anxious. So I'm just going with the flow. And if it happens, it happens. We still got like a
Yeah.
year, at least a year,
Yeah.
to see if that happens. But
Well, we'll get all your social interaction out when you come back.
I know, no, seriously, I was already like texting you, obviously, and I was texting like other people, and I'm like, we need to hang out all the time, every day. Like,
Don't worry, I already told people, I said, "We have to do something for New Year's because
okay,
Abby's here."
yeah, yeah, I already told Faith too. So I was like, we're
Shout
doing
out
something for
Faith.
New Year's. Shout out Faith. Um,
I hope you're listening.
yeah,
This
maybe,
is a
maybe,
test if Faith is listening right
yeah,
now.
this is the test. If you're listening, text me the snail emoji. Okay, there's the test. We'll update you guys next time.
Yeah. That's
But
funny.
yeah, no, it's been tough, and it's been also, like, the only person I have is Justin, and, like, I'm the only person he has, but he has more social interaction at work than I do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
still,
will
like
say that's kinda how, like, my job is. I'm just talking to people all day, so I feel like I can get it out, and I work with, like, some of my best friends, so, basically, when I go to work, I'm hanging out with them anyway, but, like, I'm just talking to people all day, so sometimes when I go home, I'm like, "I don't wanna talk to
ready
anyone.
to yeah.
I'm done." Yeah.
I get that. No, yeah, I'm definitely, like, craving that a little bit, but then I'm just I don't know. I haven't, like, made a really actual new friend in, like, a long time.
Yeah, like, even before
Like,
you
a
moved.
very long time, yes, like
Well,
and
I
then
feel
I
like
was
my friends.
no, yeah, definitely. No, I was just about to say, I was thinking like, oh, if I like ever moved back to Phoenix or like we were ever living in the same place or whatever, I'm like, I would insert myself immediately into that friend group head first because now I know
Into
what it feels
mine.
like to not have that. Yes, I was like,
Right. Yeah,
I
yeah,
would have
yeah.
made you just like in retrospect, you think like, oh, I would have made so much more of an effort with like in those situations, like knowing what I know now, or like having no
Right.
one, like having
Yeah.
or not having like anyone outside of a boyfriend,
Yeah.
which is like does not feel like it fulfills you in that way, but then you don't have like that other like my girl energy and like all
Female
that stuff.
friendships
Like
are it's so important.
I know. So I just don't know, guys. Like I don't know. I don't know how to make friends. I do
I
not.
know.
Um,
If
but we'll see.
guys, If you live in Denver, comment down below.
and you don't already have a
DM
friend group,
Abby.
or you can have a friend group, of course. I just mean that I feel like people, well, that's actually better, but I feel like people already have their groups and like they're not like looking for another friend. Like I
Yeah.
feel like my hope is like finding a straggler who's like also like wanting to make
Yeah.
friends.
But I feel like everybody wants to make new friends whether or not you have a friend group. Like if they're not wanting to, then they're not the person for you.
But
Like
like but
I
like
feel like you
again, like I don't think I put in that much effort as much effort when I already had friends as I would now when I desperately need friends. But now like
yeah,
now
that's
I've
true.
learned the lesson and I will put in that
I
effort
guess it's
moving
like
forward in any
I try to put
situation.
in at yeah.
But I've just never been that like that person who's like really good at connecting with or like keeping up my connections. So it's
Yeah.
definitely gonna it's teaching me that I need to be better at that. Which is why like I'm keeping in contact as much as I can with like everyone else, like
Mhm.
all my friends from home and stuff.
Mhm.
It's not like I don't have friends. I
Mhm.
just don't have friends here. So,
Right. I know it's sad when people move away because I have had so many friends move away. But that's the one, you know, not the one, but one of the reasons that I love Instagram because I love seeing all my friends post, especially on Finsta, and if they don't
mhm.
live here. And maybe it's because I really like to I really like to post. I post a lot. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
like
think I
to
mean it's good that you like that. I feel like right now I'm like in the envious
good
part
that
of
you
it.
like that.
Well, not like envious. I guess yeah. I guess a little envy, but just like that feeling of like, oh, like I don't have that right now. And so it's like sometimes it's hard to see people living it up and then I just have to remind myself like, oh, like social media is just a mask. Like it's not always real life
Yeah.
and you
Yep.
never know. But like I don't know, because then I like see other people move or whatever, or not even move, but just like have a friend group or like go out and do things with friends or whatever, do something fun. And I'm like, dang, like I'm jealous or envious. I prefer that
I
word.
get that. And
Um, but
I'm gonna
then I
start cropping you into
just
my pictures.
yeah, but yeah, I'm just like I know like I'm not the only person who's had this feeling before when they move away.
Yeah.
Like I
Trust
know that I'm
me.
not the only one and I just have to remind myself like it's just the phase of life and it's all temporary
Yeah.
and you just keep moving forward. And I just know
Yeah.
like someone listening would relate to that.
At least you're like older now and you can have like actual like real like good thoughts about that because that's how I felt when my freshman year of college. And
Mhm.
I couldn't
Like see
rationally
the other
think.
side of it, yeah, or like be
Yeah.
introspective about it. Like
So, trust me, I've
I
been there. Like
mean,
I had friends, but they were in school with me and yeah.
yeah, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like I can just be like, "Oh, you're fine," and then like be fine, but it's definitely like I can at least try to like talk myself through it sometimes.
Yeah.
But not to say like some times aren't hard because now Justin like works on the weekend, and so I'm like
Mhm.
twiddling my little thumbs, like,
I know. What do you do?
but
Like, what do you do when you're older? Like, how do you it's like you have to, like, go somewhere and just, like, walk up to someone.
it's hard because like I'm also not like that naturally outgoing. Like
No, I know, and
I'm just not
that's so
naturally
hard.
good at putting myself out there. And so I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
I don't know how people do it. I'm like, I need someone to come to me. Come to me. I don't know what I'm doing. But
I
I don't
know.
know. I don't know. I mean, I keep myself busy like doing other things, but sometimes I'm just like, I want something else. I need something else. I need to go to dinner.
Yeah.
I need to go to dinner with some girlfriends
I
and
know.
get
Oh
a
my god, us
cocktail.
soon, us soon.
I know, like less than 2 months. A little less. A little less.
It's still so long.
I
I was
know.
actually looking at my calendar, and I was like, "When did" wait, I was like, in November, and I was like, "Wait, when did she come back?" I swear I put it on my calendar, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm only in November."
Yeah, I know.
Sad.
Well, Yeah, our parents are coming to visit me in a few weeks, which is good, and it'll be fun to have that little social interaction. Literally, I'm like, "That's social interaction," like, just my parents being
No, it is, it is.
but,
This
yeah,
is social interaction.
yeah, this is social interaction. This is nice. That's why I was like, we wanted to bring the podcast back, talking to the viewers now, because it just felt like a good way to keep up and a good way to just, like, talk and hang out, and
I
that's what
know.
it's all about, like
And this is for all the people. So many people I've told people that we're gonna come back with it, and they're so excited, and
oh,
it makes me
good,
excited.
good, I'm
And
happy.
I love, yeah, that people are excited. You
That's
know who you are.
I don't know who all of you are. I know some of them probably. I can guess. I can guess. Yeah. I haven't, like, told anyone else really yet besides Justin and Nova, who's with me right now.
No. Oh.
She wants to get out. She's, like, scraping at the walls.
Oh, shoot.
That's okay.
Yeah, well, what else?
Yeah, but other than that, it's been good. Like, I feel like that's, like, the hardest that's, like, the worst part of it, but that's on,
Mhm.
like, that end, but other than that, like, I really like it here. Like, the weather, like, I know it's,
The
like,
weather.
kind of the most annoying topic because I feel like that's all I've been, like, chatting with people about when they're like, "Oh, you're from Phoenix?" And it's like, "The weather." So, I've been talking about that a lot, but the weather is super, super nice, and I finally have a good collection of, like, fall or winter or fall coats and jackets.
Oh, nice, nice.
So, I thrifted a puffer, I thrifted
Nice.
a brown puffer, and then I got, like, a black puffer from Old Navy when they had a
Mhm.
so
Oh
I
my god,
tried on the jackets and all
mhm.
that.
I
But
got
yeah.
2 new sweater vests from Goodwill, and I'm very excited about them. And they're very fall, very fall.
That's what
I'm
you
also
that's what you need in 94 degrees. A sweater
yes,
vest,
guys. Let me put I
sleeveless.
I don't care. It's not like I go outside anyway.
I know. Like, even here when it's, like, a little warmer than I want it to be, I'm just like, fall ambiance, candle lit,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, which shout out Autumn Window, really getting me through this fall. Really getting me through this fall. That's my
Yeah.
favorite ambiance channel right now. It's so good. And I know you said you're not
I
really
I
doing your
know because I
ambiances.
haven't read a book in so long. I
You
didn't
don't
even
have
finish.
to read a book.
No, it's for the vibe. What else would I
Well, it's
do?
well, yeah, like, I get that maybe you're just, like, in your room, so it's harder, but I just, like, have it on the TV or something, like, I throw it on. I, like, read or just
Yeah,
go on my
my ambiance at home
computer.
is the news or the sound of football in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah,
Like,
I don't miss that. I haven't missed that one in, like, 6 years. So,
yeah.
that's, like,
I
the soundtrack in my nightmares. Like, Sunday night.
yeah, how does it
Ugh.
I don't know. How does it go? I can hear it in my head, but I can't.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know, but I just Sunday night trying to finish your homework, like, the vibes are horrible. Yeah. But, yeah, it's been good. I've been trying to get out and try some places, just get to know the city, and, yeah, there's, like, a lot to it. It's cute. It's, like I'm in a more, like, industrial area, but, like, it's fun to just drive, like, 10 minutes or 15 or whatever, and then you get to, like, some more foliage and green and that right now it's, like,
Mhm.
all leaves are popping out all over and everything, and it's super cute. But, yeah, and there's, like, a lot of cool restaurants and stuff. So, been trying to hit those up. And then, yeah, I do a lot of walking. I do a lot of walking.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay, speaking
Great.
what else I've done. I did a pottery class. You know about this?
Mhm,
But yeah, I did
mhm.
a pottery class because I went to a First Friday and there was just like a girl with her pottery stand, whatever. It looked cute, so I went over and then she had just cards that were like, "Oh, I do classes." And I was like debating it and I was like, "I don't know, we just moved here." This was like when we first moved. And I was like, "Maybe I should do a class. Just put myself out there, do something even though it's makes me anxious as heck." So I signed up for the class and I
As
did it.
heck.
I know, I was like trying to decide what word to say.
It's okay, guys. We can censor ourselves.
And I did it. I signed up for the class and I did it like last month, early last month, September. And I made a little thing. I don't have it right now to show, unfortunately, but this leads into what I do have to show. So stay with me. Okay, so I did this class. Shout out Cedar Sun Ceramics. That's like the Instagram. And she like started this her little business, her little small business.
Mhm.
I think it's just her right now, the one girl. And I did the class. I did like a little adult sippy cup thing. Has like a little
Yeah.
straw, whatever. It's okay. It's just okay. But I'm a beginner. It's just okay, but it's cute. But anyway, I was on Instagram literally today and I
Did
saw
you do it, like, on the wheel?
no, no, it was not
Oh, okay,
wheel,
yeah.
which I don't even know how that would have gone. Like that would have been crazy. No, it was just hand, like work, I guess.
Yeah.
And anyway, she posted on Instagram and there's this little like imagine like a little free library but for pottery. There's like apparently one like
Cute.
8 minutes away and she posted and was like, "Oh, I dropped off some stuff like in here. Like let me know if you grab something or whatever."
Sorry, I was taking a picture of Percy. I didn't think you would
Just
be able to see my phone.
um I forget where it was. Oh, let me see.
That's it right now.
Oh, she's cute. Um and so I was like, we need to go pick up. And then I saw the story was 49 seconds ago. Like I was early, like I was first. And so I was like, oh my God, I
First.
need to go get some of this pottery because it's free. And I was like,
Mhm.
I just want to get like one, obviously get one thing. And I have what I got. It's technically two things, but it's a set. So I think it was supposed to be together.
Let me guess.
Okay.
It's it's a bowl and a spoon.
No, but she did have like a little spoon and like tray and like plate thing in there. But no, I didn't get that.
A teacup and a plate.
It's closer. That's closer.
Coffee
No.
mug and a plate.
No, it's the two of the same thing. Okay. I got these little espresso
Oh,
cups
yes.
here. I'll just show one at a time. But it's like it's kind of hard to tell, but it's like a green, like a sage greenish color glaze.
Mhm.
And they're so cute. They're just like little, see, they're just like little
Yeah.
espresso
Mhm, that's that
cups.
me espresso.
And it's perfect because I've been making espresso every single day.
Yeah.
Look, this one has a really fun
Mhm.
little
It
section.
is. Little marble.
Yeah, and this is her little stamp thing for her brand.
Cute.
But yeah, they're so cute. I am dying over these.
Mhm. Mhm.
So that's what I got for free. But I didn't feel guilty because I was like, I took her class. I'm a paying customer. Like I'm not
I
just
was first. First come, first serve.
and I
Watch the
wouldn't have gone
stories.
since it said 49 seconds ago and then it was 8 minutes away. I was like, we need to go right now.
Mhm.
We're out the
Mhm.
door. But there was some more of her stuff there too, so I was kind of like debating what to get. But that's what I got. The pottery class was good. Again, there was no one really my age. I mean, there was like three different tables. No one at my table was really my age, or like seemed like the
What
same.
they were they older?
They're like a little older, not like old,
Okay.
but like just like a little above my age range. That would feel like it makes sense for right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But it was still fun, and I got a little pottery out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
that's
did
one of the
I
things
did
I
take
did today.
ceramics. I did take ceramics in high school, and I did throw on the wheel, and I made a bowl. It was really good.
Yeah, I mean, I took
Except
ceramics, but I never
actually,
did that.
now that I think about it, I think it was mostly the teacher that, like, did it. 'Cause they'd be like, "Oh, can you help me? Can you help me?" And then they just do the whole thing. But it's really good.
Sorry, I just had an earthquake here for a visual, um,
Oh my
potential
gosh, I didn't even see
visual.
it.
I know you weren't
I
looking,
know.
but I'm trying to adjust,
I
like,
was looking at Percy.
I'm gonna change my setup next time so that I'm not on my bed because I feel like this is, like, moving around, it's annoying me.
I
So
know. I don't have a desk, so I had to put it on my bed, but I am in a chair, but you're sitting on my bed.
yeah, that's why I think I should do that next time because
Yeah,
I'm annoyed
sure.
with, like, it's bouncing around and stuff, and I feel like that's annoying. But yeah,
It's okay.
what have you been up to in the past 3 to 6 months?
This is so funny because every time this is what happens, like, when I haven't seen a friend for a while, and then we,
And you're
like,
like
go get dinner, and I'm like, "I literally don't even know what I did. I need to write, like, notes down
I
to
know,
be
yeah.
like, 'This happened to me.'"
Or just
But
your general feelings, the themes, whatever comes to mind.
the theme is I have been trying to really hang out with my friends a lot,
Yeah.
um, and trying to be more social even if I don't feel like it. Like, I've been trying to say yes to everything, which in turn now I have to go out 2 nights in a row this weekend. It's okay. I don't have to. I'm not no one's forcing me.
No one's forcing you,
Yeah,
that's
that's
true.
crazy. That's crazy. But no, it's good. I've just been trying to put effort into that this year, which is
Good.
crazy. The year's almost over.
I know. I know. Only a
I'm
couple
about to
months.
I'm about to be in my mid-20s like you,
Yeah, it's sad over here.
because
Just
I'm technically still in
it'll
my
be good.
early 20s,
Nah, it'll be
but
good. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm almost 25. Weird.
what funnier than 24? 25. Do you know that?
SpongeBob.
Just kidding.
Obviously.
I'm not really one of those people that, like, know all the SpongeBob references. I just know that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. What else? So hanging out with friends has been big. That's good.
Hanging out with Percy.
So we're in opposite phases.
That's okay. I had my solitude era already.
Yeah. Yeah, you did have that. You did go through that. For sure, for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I feel like I don't have much to talk about.
That's okay. Let's see what else. I can say something about myself if you want.
Take it away.
I don't want to steamroll the conversation though. But um yeah, so in lieu of having friends, is that the right word? Or is it no, does that mean you do have friends? Hold on. I need a definition check.
It's the latter. Just kidding. I sometimes don't know what that means. Also, I can never tell which one. When you
Yeah,
say
okay, I think I
something,
was right.
the okay, but when you say something, the latter is the first thing or the
No,
second thing?
it's a second thing.
What is the first?
The former is the first thing.
But it's the latter. They say that so much in
I know. I think
in
people
in
more so,
books.
yeah, people more so even say the latter than the former. I feel like it's always the latter.
It's
Anyway,
always the latter.
in lieu of having friends, I have been trying to work on myself as best as I can. I've been
Mhm.
going to the gym now that I finally have a gym just attached
Wow. Oh,
to
yeah, your apartment.
the apartment. It just makes it a lot easier. Um, and I can kind of like go during the day, like when I have like a lunch break. and that's when it's like there's not as many people there. Sometimes there's no one there. So then I'll go. But so I've been doing that like almost every day. Did Nova just meow?
That's good.
Sorry. Yeah, so I've been going like almost every day. It's been pretty good. It's been nice. I just like will be on the stair stepper thing or I'll be on the treadmill. So I'm not like, I'm not a gym rat, that's for sure. But it's nice to get some movement in, and it feels like it's more of like a routine now. And it's like I'm doing something for myself in my body and
Mhm.
moving it
Mhm.
and not just like sitting on the couch all day.
Mhm.
So that's been
Mhm.
good. And then obviously like we've been naturally just like getting out more and like walking around now that we're in walking distance of more things
Yeah.
and all of that. So I feel like it's just like also kind of naturally happens. And then there's a lot of parks that I'll go to and just go walk around. And the parks are actually nice and you can actually be outside. So
I know. I know. We had our like weekend of cool weather. I was like wearing a crew neck and like a turtleneck,
and then it's hot again and you're just sad.
and then it's hot again. It's hot
Yeah.
again.
It's
I think,
it's warm
yeah.
here. I'm just looking at the weather. It's like warmer today and then I think like next week it really starts to drop. Oh my gosh, on next Wednesday, the high is 44.
Ours is
44?
72.
That's the literal lowest. I definitely have seen it so far.
That is literally 30 degrees lower than what it's gonna be.
Literally 30
Literally
degrees.
30 degrees.
Yeah. But right now this week it's like 70s. So,
Well, I just love the cold weather because my outfits slay. That's all I'm gonna say. Is my outfits thrive in the winter
yeah.
because I
It's
like
like
to
being cozy.
layer.
Yeah.
I love jeans, I love sweaters, cardigans. Guys, go back watch our fall draft to find out what we would pick
To find out who got cardigans and who got oversized sweaters.
and
Anyway,
who got skirt and tights.
true. I think that was me. Oh, you got that?
It was me.
And then
Well,
I was
I
mad
think I
about
just
it.
got tights.
I need to get a new pair of tights.
I got some red tights.
Oh, I was just looking at that. Like looking
Not
for
like I will wear them, but I also got them for my Halloween costume.
oh, what do you mean?
I'm being Ariana Grande, her Eternal Sunshine like cover
Oh, yeah.
with like the red gloves.
Yeah.
And so she has red tights also. So I'm being that. And then for my second costume, I'm being Ladybird.
Wow.
So that's why I got my
Fun.
vest for that.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, we're doing like all the pop girls.
Mhm.
So Ariana Grande is mine, and then there's Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Charlie XCX. I don't think anyone's doing Chapel though,
Or Taylor Swift?
or Taylor Swift.
I
I
don't know if
can't.
she counts as a pop girly to some of these people out here. I don't know.
She is. Oh my god, I was just
I
thinking
consider
about
her,
her.
but
Oh no, she definitely is. And I was just thinking about her, and I love her so much. I love her
I
so
know.
much. And I haven't been listening to her as much because I've just been listening to other albums. But I listened to Evermore today, and I was like, she's a genius.
It's just so good. Yeah.
She's a
Never gets
genius.
old. Never gets old. Never like it just gets better with time and age. And that's
And
the
can we
thing.
talk about when she's gonna release Reputation or announce it?
I don't know. I'm not clowning anymore because I can't.
I never do, and I was convinced it was gonna happen that one night.
I wasn't sure because I was just like, night one? Like, night one coming back? Like, I don't think so. I don't think it
But
can
when
be.
I can't even remember when she did the other ones though. Like, were they special days? Like, I don't think, right?
Mm, there was only two others, right?
All
It was Speak Now and then
1989.
1989. I think it. 1989 was a more obvious one. It was like the last night of like the LA
And
run.
that was she wore blue.
And she wore blue. Every like outfit was like a blue version. Most outfits. Yeah.
So I guess we just gotta wait for that when they're all like
Yeah.
black.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'm really, really excited though. I'm so excited for that.
Me
But I'm
too.
still really loving Tortured Poets. And
That's actually crazy because the last episode we filmed for the podcast, which was not uploaded, was us talking about Tortured Poets when it
like
first came out.
it was when it first came out. Or
The
it was
last
coming
episode,
out. Yeah, the last episode for real. Yeah,
it
no,
was when it
I'm
came out. Like it
that's
had already come out, I
crazy.
think.
Yeah. That was a crazy, crazy long night.
That was actually insane because we were at Abby's house and we were like, oh, yes, new Taylor Swift album. Obviously, so exciting. And then we get to like the second to last or the last song on the first album. And then she announced 15 more. I was not expecting it.
I
And I
wasn't
always think people are like crazy for thinking that there's going to be like a double album.
yeah.
I'm like,
That
you're
was
kidding.
oh my god. And the tweets after were so funny. And be like people are like, I'm being held hostage at this point. Like because by the end
My
of it, like
whole Twitter feed was about the album.
yeah, and we couldn't even like really digest the songs at the end of it because it was just late at night. We weren't prepared. We weren't mentally prepared for that much music, which is a whole
No.
thing. Like if you're gonna listen to that album all the way through, like you kind of have to be prepared for it and ready for it. And we weren't. And we were tired and like we had wine and stuff. And I think we were just by the end I just was not even. I was like, okay.
But oh my god, I'll never forget my experience listening to So Long London.
I know. I
We
mean,
really cried.
it was so and I still think about that. Like, when I hear the song, I'm like, I bawled at this song.
Yes, yeah, when she's like, "I'm
Oh,
just getting color back into my face."
that is the line of the song, in my opinion. Like, that's when
She's
she changes up
crazy.
the melody a little bit, and it's like, we're still kinda in bridge, and it's just so good. That line is just so good because it's really like, yeah, like, that is, like,
Yeah.
the heartbreak of it all,
I feel like,
and
it's so hard to
recovering
tell,
from
like
it.
it's so hard to tell what's gonna be, like, my top song or, like, my top artist for the year. Um, because 'cause I've been listening to a lot of different ones. A lot of different albums came out this year, like,
Jeez, I
so
forgot about
many
Spotify
albums.
Wrapped.
And so but I did listen to, like, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me and The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, like, I would, like, replay those ones as
Really?
if, like, I had a reason to, like, "The smallest man who ever," like, there was no one in my head.
You look up someone
I
in your head.
I've had
It's okay.
no experience with anything like this, but I'm
Lauren,
like,
you're just an
"It's
empath.
real."
You're an empath.
I'm just an empath.
You're an empath,
I
and you're
feel
just
her.
thinking about the pain of, like, what men have done to women, like,
Mhm,
in the past
mhm.
and, like, how they've treated all
Theoretically,
the
someone
all
did
the
me
women who
wrong.
have all the women who have been wronged in a relationship.
Mhm.
You just really feel
I
that
feel
in
you,
the song.
and I streamed for you.
You're just an
I'm like,
empath. You
"My boy only breaks his favorite." I'm like, "True, true."
That yeah, that's still probably gotta be my favorite song on the album.
Yeah, I do have a top 5. I need to really listen to that album again.
I don't know,
But
I
my
probably could pull my top 5 real quick. I haven't, like, sat down and, like, tried to do that, but
I know mine.
okay.
Who's Afraid of Little in no particular order. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, except that's probably number 1. The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys. The Black Dog,
Mhm.
and Fresh Out the Slammer.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yep. Fresh Out the Slammer is one I, like, forget about, and then I remember it. I'm like, "How where have you been my whole life?"
It's so good. And then I, like, am
Another
thinking
summer
of
to
others.
think of it.
That
Rolling
one also, I'm
thunder.
like, I'd be making up scenarios to sing.
I know. I saw one TikTok theory about that one where it was like she's not singing about coming back to another person, like because people are like, "Who's it about? Is it Maddie? Like that she's going back to, and like whatever."
Mhm.
And this TikTok theory, which who knows if it's accurate, we'll never know, but I like to believe it, is that she was coming
Yeah.
back to herself. Like she lost
Yes.
herself and
Yeah.
she's coming back.
Well, actually, a lot of the time I hear that song, I think of one TikTok edit that I saw about Gypsy Rose,
Yeah,
and
that's
it was,
no, that's
like,
Gypsy's
fresh
song.
out the slammer, and then she went back to this
I
guy she,
love
like,
who my
knew.
first call will be to.
She, like, divorced her husband, is now, like, with this guy. She's pregnant, isn't she?
I think so.
So,
My
I think about that a
man,
lot.
my man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. Do you know what?
I don't know what that is.
That's a Gypsy Rose. Like she said that on a live or something.
Oh!
She was like talking about someone. I don't know what the drama was, but she was like, "My man wouldn't touch you with the 10-foot pole," and so someone made like an edit to it, and it's like, "My man wouldn't touch you with the 10-foot pole. My man," and like there's like a dance and everything.
Oh,
It's like a
no. I
remix.
think
It's like a literal
so,
remix.
guys, I don't know if y'all remember, but I did delete TikTok in the beginning of the year. It's on my
Mhm.
phone again. It is on my phone again.
I
It
know that.
happened a couple 3 months ago maybe, so I am back on it, but I am better. I'm, like, more controlled, 'cause,
I
like,
yeah.
it's not on my it's not on my screen. It's, like, not my home screen or anything. So I'm better.
I feel like I'm pretty good with my usage. I feel like I'm only on it, like, when I'm going to the bathroom or when I'm, like, really going to bed, like, my bed
Yeah.
like, phone time.
Yeah,
That's really it. I
that's
feel like
kinda when I do it too.
it's rare when I'm, like, on it throughout the day because usually I'm just doing other things. I'm watching a show or working,
YouTube.
whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know my top 5. I would have to put a lot more thought into that,
Well,
but
I
I'm
feel like
looking at it right
also
now.
now that we're, like, on Google Meets, we could do, like, a tier ranking. If y'all would
True.
wanna see that, let
Yeah, that'd
us
be fun.
know. We could do a tier ranking for anything, so I feel like that could be fun to
Yeah,
do.
I'd be down for that. This would be a good one because it's so long, the album, to do a tier rank.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, ah, How Did It End has to be up in my top 5.
I forgot
Has
about
to
her.
has to be up there.
But then
Obviously,
yeah,
my boy.
then I think of, like, uh, So Long London, and then, uh, I don't know, what do you call it? LOML, what do
I
you call
know
it?
in my head, it's Loss of My Life, but I always kinda say Love My Life, but I think it's
I
Lost.
know. Mamo.
I feel like I would just say, like, LOML, honestly.
LOML.
That one
LOML.
is really up
Anyways,
there too. Really up
that
there
one
too.
that one's kind of, like, underrated, I feel like.
Oh,
Is that
I love
crazy to
that one. Like,
say?
the bridge is so it's not
Yes. Is
underrated
that
for
the one where she's
Poor
like,
Ma,
"You
but,
you should tuck me under the table talking," is
um,
that one, right?
yeah, yeah. When she says, like when she's like, "Our field of dreams engulfed in fire, your arsons match your somber eyes." I just think that's such a good, like I just love that imagery because I always see it. Like, I
Yeah.
see who Mystery Man, like, with
Mhm.
a match or whatever,
Yeah.
the field on fire and, like, all this stuff.
Yeah. And, like, I hate to, like, compare people. I'm not gonna, I guess, say specifically, but, like, other pop girls, I'm like, "They're just not doing it like her.
No,
They're
I'm
just not doing it
sorry.
like
I'm
her."
very sorry, like, no one is
And
doing it like her.
I
Like,
I love my pop girlies, like, that I
yeah,
only listen to pop music pretty much, so, like, I love my girls, and I I'm like, I would never hate on them, but just kidding.
No, okay, we can have, healthy criticism. That's all a part of creating and putting your stuff out there. That's a
Yeah,
part of it.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think even I hate to say this, but like even I love Olivia Rodrigo. Like can't find a fault. Like I love her songs, but like her music just like I don't go back to it like I would go back to Taylor Swift, like any of Taylor Swift's music. Like I just don't go
It's just
back to
hard
it in the
because
same way. It's more
it's like
forgettable.
I could say that for every single artist because like
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Taylor's the only one that I'm like every song, every song except for the select few. But
Mhm.
okay, what's your least favorite Taylor Swift song?
Least favorite? Oh my God. I mean,
I have
hmm.
one that immediately comes to my head.
Okay, what is it? Is it me?
No,
Okay, what is it?
Timeless.
Oh, yeah, I don't love Timeless.
I could just never like it. Something about like the rhythm. I don't know. Just doesn't
Yeah,
hit
I
for
don't
me.
come back to that one ever really. Um, hmm. I
And
feel like
then okay,
it's for me, it's something off Red. I'm gonna
no. That's
complete, completely
crazy.
and not even put like debut in this because like that's a different level. Like it's just
Mhm.
not on the same level as her other work because it's her first
Mhm.
album, obviously. I feel like it's like I don't love is it Starlight or like I know it's Starlight, but I'm trying to think is that the song I'm thinking of? I know that's the name of it.
Yeah, like yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I said, "Oh my, what a marvelous tune." I don't know. It's good though.
Timeless, like I just don't even know the words. I
Me
went
either.
into an antique shop and
Something in
something
my
said
eyes said
stop.
stop, so I walked in.
It's
I
just
don't know.
like I feel like she could do better. Like love Taylor though.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure it means a lot to her and some people.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. That
I'm
one
not an
never.
empath for that one.
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that.
But yeah,
I'm
okay,
just
I
looking
was
at her.
so mad because our surprise songs were This Is Me Trying and State of Grace, and I'm pretty positive she hasn't repeated either of them until recently in Miami. She sang This Is Me Trying, but she did like a mashup. So
Yeah.
she didn't see the which I kind of like that when she used to not do mashups.
Yeah, I agree. Because sometimes it's like sad if she's missed a part of it that it's like your favorite
And
part
you're
of the
like,
song.
that's my favorite line. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
because that's like when you
I
watch a reaction YouTuber and they like cut out the part of the song that's your
oh
favorite, and you're like, no, you don't
or they like
understand.
didn't they talked over it and you're like,
Yeah,
no.
oh, when they talk over it, I get mad. Like I actually be like, I'm
Yeah,
like,
you like
you need
know
to,
it's coming and then they start talking,
oh,
you're like,
oh. And
wait.
when it just doesn't hit, like when it doesn't hit them the way it should, I'm like,
I
get it.
know.
You don't get it.
And
You just don't get
it's
it.
like always like HG Hayes and I'm like, it's because he's not a woman.
I know, but it's just everyone.
I
'Cause I
love
mean, I can't
him.
blame them because it's like, oh, you're listening to it for the first time, so you don't know. And I get that because
That's
it's like
true.
we've had time with the songs, and that's
That's true.
so I know what the good parts are. I
That
have
watching
time.
reaction videos to Taylor Swift is the closest I can get to like having that feeling of hearing it for the first time.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like doing coke or something like that.
No.
Like, oh, it just feels so good. Yeah, I know. It makes me wish I could like listen to everything over again.
Yeah.
Ugh,
And
sad.
like I just okay, Percy and Remy are fighting behind me or behind the laptop. Um, I was gonna say like I also just love like remembering my first time listening, like where I was, and now like oh god, what are we gonna do when she announces Reputation? I'm gonna have to like fly out.
I know. Yeah, that's honestly probably a good thing to make a trip around because I
Because we've
doubt it'll be out by Christmas.
Yeah.
time.
Okay. When she
Maybe
announces
announce,
it,
but
I'm booking my flight.
yeah, so we can listen to it. I
Yeah,
know. Oh,
because
it's gonna be
all
so
of like
good.
we've listened to all of them like since the one I can remember
Red.
is like Red
Yeah, Red,
re-recording.
and that was like that makes sense. I think that was when the re-recordings really took off. Like she did Fearless
Mhm.
and it wasn't as big as like and then Red
Yeah.
hit and it was like, "Oh, people are excited about Red."
Yeah, that was crazy. That's just like such a crazy difference because I do love Fearless. Like Mr. Perfectly Fine. I love that song.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is crazy how Red is
I'm trying to think of another
like really
vault
blew up.
for Fearless, and why am I blanking?
Um, Bye Bye Baby.
Oh yeah, see
Is
there
that
yeah, it is. Don't you? That's when
Don't You?
we were happy. You all over me.
They're all
Like,
pretty they're all pretty slow.
yeah, Mr. Perfectly Fine was like definitely the biggest one.
I just remember her randomly dropping that on a morning and I woke up at like 9 a.m. and it had just dropped and I was like so
Yeah,
discombobulated.
I didn't stay up for that one or anything like that. But it definitely made me reconnect with like Fearless. Like I wasn't as familiar with
Mhm.
that album until the re-recording.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
fun.
And then Red and then
Uh,
Midnights?
oh yeah, I feel like Midnight's was
Midnights
first. And
mean
then
so
Speak
much to
Now.
me. Like
I know.
like when we were living together and the day like or the week of was when I got Percy.
Oh wow.
And so
I
I
didn't
remember it was like I think that night was the first night we slept together. Me and Percy like
when
that
you
was our
met.
first night
Yeah, when she
that
like wasn't in the
she was in my
bathroom.
room. Yeah, and then I was like Karma is a cat purring on my lap. And I was like this means so much to me.
I know that album is definitely my favorite. I know it's like basic, maybe,
It's not. I
because
feel like
everyone
people
loves that
forget.
album.
No, I
Yeah,
feel
I
like mine's
guess you might
basic
be
being
right.
like folklore.
I just think like everyone I talk to who's like maybe not like as big of a fan as me is like, I love Midnights. Midnights is my favorite. And so then
Really?
I feel basic. Maybe it's just the people I hang around. I can
No,
only
no.
I don't know, but yeah, I
It's
love
like I just loved that time in my life, like the end of 2022, it must have been. Like
mhm.
that in when Midnights came out and then the 1975 album. Sorry, controversial.
Something about
Two
you.
opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah.
I know.
Speaking in a
That's
foreign
tease
language or whatever.
that's now people think might be about Taylor, about you.
Yeah, remember when they were like, I love you. This song is about you.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know who you
You
are.
know who you are. Yeah, that was
That was
crazy.
yeah, that like
Smallest man who
anyways,
ever
but
lived.
that album yeah, but that album is like that same like winter. Oh, just like so good. Percy was a kitten, good albums, good time in my life. Take me back.
Yeah, that album is amazing. No skips for me. Literally none.
For Midnights or which one are
No
you talking about?
skips, midnights, no skips
Yeah.
all through the bonus too. The
Yeah, you know
3
another
a.m.
underrated
version.
one on Midnights?
Uh-huh.
Dear Reader.
Oh, I love Dear
The
Reader.
the bridge is so good.
And when these nights I prefer hiding in plain
Hiding in
sight.
plain sight.
My
Watch you
poor
get in
drink
my
in
head.
my hand, these desperate tears of a cursed man spilling.
Tears?
Uh, I don't know.
I think I say prayers.
Oh, it is prayers.
Oh,
Yeah, it
okay.
is prayers. Desperate prayers. Yeah, it is. It is.
Person.
I was like, no, I'm not confident about that. I'm really not. It is prayers. And I know, like,
That's
as soon as
okay.
you said it, I'm like, yeah, it is. I'm gonna say this.
Okay, because I was like, so she could be saying anything.
Well,
Um,
I couldn't even remember the lines before that, like the actual lines. When it's playing in the car, it's like, yeah, I know it.
right,
But
right. And I sound just like her.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. But yeah,
Well,
Taylor Swift, that's our Taylor Swift segment.
I know, guys, it's probably gonna happen every single episode. Cause like, I could actually talk about her like, we have to do, like, a tier
Oh,
ranking for every album because that's
that
how much I love her.
kind of reminded me of we were talking about the pop girlies, and we got on a tangent about how amazing
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is.
Oh, yeah. Wait, was that how that
Um,
happened?
yeah, I don't know, like, we talked about Taylor Swift, and then we were like, "Oh, the other pop girlies just aren't doing it like her," which it's not
Like, they're
like
doing it, it's just
they're
different.
doing it, but, like, it's gonna take time for them to do it like her, to be honest. Like, she's already, like, 18 years into her career.
That's true.
She's proven the longevity is, like, there, and, like, these other artists, like, don't have that yet, so you just can't be on the same
Taylor
level.
Swift walked so y'all
It's
could
not
run.
it's not anyone's fault, it's just, like, she's not even playing the same game, like,
Mhm, I know,
you
it
guys are
is,
playing
like,
different
so
games, like,
different.
that's why it isn't, like, comparable or comparable in my head. I'm just like, she's just completely separate on a different
Yeah.
in a different game, on a different planet
Mhm.
and universe. And then I would say like Sabrina and Olivia and Chapel are like they're in this field here playing against each other. And
Yeah,
that's how I see it. But
yeah.
what are your thoughts on Chapel? On Chapel right now?
I know, she's had her moments. I like I don't know, I don't have an opinion, I guess. I just, like I'm like, I like her music, and I don't need to,
Yeah.
like I just sometimes I'm like, "Girl, you don't have to talk about everything. You don't have to talk about everything. Just, like, turn off your phone, maybe. Turn off the phone."
Yeah. Yeah, like, have someone handle the socials maybe, or run it through them
But, like,
first.
I see it from her side too on, like,
No,
certain
yeah, I
things.
totally. I'm not like I'm also, like, not on one side or the other.
Yeah, me
I can
neither.
definitely see, like, the nuance of it, though. Like, I can see both perspectives
Yeah.
for sure, and I
I
do
just
think Go ahead.
I just want new music. That's all I want from her. New
Yeah.
music.
Yeah, she's really good, super talented, and
And I
doing,
knew her
like,
before
cool
all
stuff.
y'all. I knew her before all
I know,
y'all.
yeah, that's true. That's very true. That's so true.
Thank you.
But yeah, I do think it's getting a little like not remembering what field you're in. And like that's a choice. Like that's a choice. And like everything you do within this industry is a choice. Like there are so many artists that stay in like lower levels of fame or guess or notoriety or have smaller fan bases, and not all of them are by choice, but I do feel like there's a good amount of artists who keep it small because they want to, or like they don't want to be a Taylor Swift or like a Sabrina
Yeah.
Carpenter who's like doesn't have privacy, and like
Mhm.
it gets to those levels of fame that get scary. And I don't think anyone should be like harassed, and I think there's like on the other end of it there should be that like those boundaries. Fans should have boundaries like normal people. Like, I feel like as fans, like, we
Yeah.
have boundaries, like us too. Like, I'm not going up really up to people like that. I've never been in the situation to do that. But like, I'm not like
Yeah,
Taylor
and
Swift's
also
here, like we gotta go maul that area. Like, I don't know. Like,
right.
there's boundaries. But I think I don't know. I just think there's like a level of like, that you're going to be famous and people are going to know you, and it's not
It's
just yelling
also
at a random person, a lady on the street. Like that's just not the reality.
and I also, like I feel like we've all talked about this in, like, an episode before, but, like, how it about, like, influencers and when
Mhm.
they, like, complain about how hard their job is, it kinda gives me the same vibe, like,
Yeah.
where it's, like, you're complaining about something. I hate saying it because, like, I don't know her. Like, you're
I
complaining
know.
about
Well,
something that, like, someone would literally die for your
I know.
position. And,
Yeah.
like, you have a easier job than most people.
And, like, and maybe you just shouldn't be doing this to this
Yeah.
level. And maybe that's just, like, something she needs to think about herself, but, like, clearly she wants to be doing it because she's, like, canceling shows, smaller shows to go play the VMAs, which
Right.
means to me it's like you do want to be on this level and you want to
Mhm.
capitalize on this
Yeah.
opportunity. So, like, you think you kinda have to have, like, a level of, like, expectation of what it's gonna be like going into it because, like, it just sounds like you just don't like being famous, like this famous, and that's okay. Like, that's okay, but maybe, like, you need to take a
Yeah,
step back
but
and
it just
not
yeah,
blame
like
everything else around you. Like, I just because
and
it rem
just seeing it from, like, a fan's perspective, you're just like, "I get it," but, like, I would just maybe not say it out loud.
yeah, maybe, like or how you approach it can be different. Like, I don't think she's like, justified in being like, "I don't wanna be
Yeah.
stalked. I don't wanna be, like,
Yeah.
threatened. Like, I don't want that." Like, of course, that's, like, crazy. But, like, I was watching a Just Trish podcast, and she was interviewing, the TikTok guy, Alex, who's with Cover or whatever. It's, like, Alex and
Oh
Cover.
my god, yes.
What's his name? I don't why can't I
I
remember
don't
his last
know. Alex
but
Warren, he's like the
oh, yeah,
David
yeah.
Dobrik
Yes,
off-brand show.
and I just yeah, I just watched Just Trish, so that episode is out, and I watched it,
Oh
and
my
I
god,
was
and he's like,
never had
"The house was burning down."
yeah,
He,
yeah,
like,
and I
sings that
never
song.
had any opinion of him. Like, I just thought he was like, oh, he was in Hype House. Like, I didn't really watch his TikToks, and I knew the David Dobrik thing, but
Mhm.
um, he was so nice and so cool, and like I liked his personality a lot. It like made me a kind not like I don't I didn't follow him or anything, but like it kind of made me a little fan of
No,
him.
I kinda yeah. I kinda
But
like them because oh, sorry, no, just finish your thought.
okay, yeah, because it leads to this. It
Yeah.
leads back to this. Relates because he was like, I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to be famous, like in this way of like, like I wanted to make videos. It's crazy that I was able to get this type of fame and or type of success doing this. And now he's moving, like switching all into music, like in touring and stuff
Mhm.
and less for like not really doing vlogs or anything like that anymore and solely becoming an artist. And he was like his attitude about it was like, I love when people approach me. Like he was like, I remember being a kid and this is all I wanted to do. Like this is all I wanted in my life and now I have it. Like I'm going to take a picture with anyone who wants to take a picture with me. Like I love
Yeah.
my fans,
I
like
guess I
all
I
this
guess I
stuff like
see it as, like, Chapels was more, like, towards people that aren't fans and that, like, just wanna get a picture to say that they saw her,
yeah,
but it does seem like it is towards the fans, cause
I
like,
know.
cause it's like you
It's
don't
hard
know,
not to
like,
take it that
these
way.
exact yeah, and you're like, "I don't know this exact situation that you're alluding to," and so,
Right.
like, just
You
it's
just feel like,
just
"Oh,
the
you don't
memes.
appreciate me."
The memes are like, "Chapo, can I get a photo?" She's like
Yeah, no,
and I'm like,
I'm not
"That's
against her, but do I think
no,
she's,
me
like,
neither."
maybe not, like maybe a little bit of an attitude? Maybe, I think that a
I know,
little.
I feel like this is controversial that we're talking about, and, like,
I
don't get me
know, I'm
wrong,
not
like,
trying to be
I
controversial. Don't come for me.
no, but people have been talking about this online, and then she did the whole political post and then got backlash, so she posted again, and I was like, "Oh, just
That
don't,
was
because you're gonna
rough.
get more backlash
That
for
was bad.
posting again." Sometimes you can't listen to the haters.
That was pretty bad, I will say.
It
I
was just like,
didn't
I can't watch the way she, like, talks.
I
I just
know. With
can't.
so much, like, conviction.
And also,
Like
I feel like she's talking to me and I'm, like, in
and she's,
trouble
like,
in the
angry.
classroom,
Yeah, like,
and I'm
mad at
like I feel like it's like, never in my 25 years of teaching have I ever seen a class this bad, and you're like, "Oh god, she's yelling
yeah.
at
She's
me
like, I'll
for
just stand
something I
here.
didn't do."
I'll just stand
Well,
here."
I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. And then you're like, "I literally didn't do anything. It was those kids over there." But it feels like
Yeah,
she's talking
no.
directly at you.
Yeah, and it's just interesting because a lot of people are like, "The rise and fall of a Midwest princess." They're like, "She's predicting her own fate."
No.
Like the fast rise and then a swift fall. But we'll see because when she releases new music, that's going to be the teller of everything.
That's
And then we'll
true.
see how she gets through this election year. Hopefully, no more statements.
Election years are all tensions are always high.
Yeah,
Speaking
it's
of
very
vote,
true.
everyone go vote.
Go
Go vote.
vote. Go vote. Yep, do
I
that.
got my ballot.
And
I have to fill it out though. I got to get on that.
I know, yeah, me too. But I just thought I would bring her up because she's a pop girly and she's kind of doing things right now or has been up to some interesting things.
Yeah. Yeah, they all are. Like Gracie Abrams and Paul Mescal.
Oh yeah. I saw that. She's
Someone was
just
like,
yeah, she's also one of those I know some of her songs, but
I I'm liking her more now that like I like a lot of her previous songs, but this album specifically, I was thinking like it kind of reminded me of Taylor because she sings a lot of words, like she says a lot of words and she'll like switch up the like verses and the choruses and
mhm.
I like that. And I
Yeah.
think it's like you're you're more I don't know. And I feel like her songs are deeper. Like I love Sabrina Carpenter, but hers are just fun. Her songs are just fun and
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
just want to try out some
It's definitely
different
more on like
positions.
it's definitely more on like the Ariana Grande side of
Yeah.
the pop
And I
girlies.
love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I love her Sabrina Carpenter's album. But like I do like Gracie Abrams. Like she gets a lot of hate too. Like and I think the memes are funny too. Because
She has a unique
someone like
voice.
someone posted sorry, this is horrible because I do like her. Someone posted a picture of her and Paul Mescal, and they were both smoking a cigarette. And she was like, someone was like, put that cigarette down, like your voice, like think of your voice. And then someone quoted and was like, what voice?
It's an
And I was like,
interesting one. Like, I'm
I was like,
scared when she's
no, but
singing.
yeah.
Like, I'm scared, like, for her when she's singing. Like, especially when especially when she starts belting, I'm like,
Where's
"I'm
this gonna
scared."
go? Where's it
Like, I
gonna
feel
go?
like it's gonna, like, crack, like,
Lay
or
on the
something's
floor. Have you heard like the
Yes,
note change?
yes, I have.
Prove that it haunts
Haunts me.
me. But I will say her new song, That's So True, is really good. It's so
Oh, I haven't
catchy.
heard it. I haven't heard it yet.
Oh, it's so
I'll have to
good.
listen. Yeah,
You
yeah,
probably
I
have
just
heard
get
it
a
on
little
TikTok, but
nervous. I just get a little nervous when she's singing because it just doesn't
I
sound
think
like there's strength to, like, do it.
I know it's because it's so uh like whisper,
It's, like, breathy and then
cursive,
also, like, a little,
breathy.
like, there's all the like, the vocal cracks, but they aren't fully cracked,
Mhm.
like, kinda, like, shaky vibes.
Yeah, she's improving for sure.
No, I think she's definitely improving in, like, being able to
Everyone does. Everyone does.
Yeah, exactly, which is why they're gonna take about 10 more at least 10 more years to be on Taylor Swift's level,
I
'cause
know. Have you seen like I saw a clip and it was like Taylor Swift is lip singing. Have you seen those?
no.
I don't know. I like kind of believed it.
At her concerts?
Yeah.
Well,
There
I
was
think
one where
she's
it
lip
was like,
singing, like, partly.
yeah. Well, there was some that she was like, why wouldn't she lip sing after like so many shows? I was
Yeah.
like, true, true.
Well,
I
that's
can't
how
blame
I
her
feel.
for that.
I thought it was more like she has her backing track and, like,
Mhm.
it's like she's not singing, shake it off, I shake it off." Like, she's not singing. Like, that's just her backing track.
Yeah.
She's gonna sing the parts that, like, we really need to hear. Like,
Yeah.
I don't never thought she was just straight up
And I'm not
poor
gonna
girl.
complain when she puts on such a good show.
No, exactly. It's the whole shebang. Like, it's the whole
Production.
performance. Like, I never ever thought she was, like, singing the whole entire show. Like, I think
Like, when
she's
she
singing
said
parts the whole
yeah,
time.
that's
That makes
true.
sense. And she's probably singing, like, All Too Well the whole time and, like, things like that. But I think on some of the
Mhm.
like, where the choruses are, like, poppy
That's
and
true.
loud and big.
I think the clip that I saw was, like, something like Blank Space or something.
Right, like, I think she's probably lip singing during those, like,
Yeah.
chorus parts that don't matter as
Yeah.
much, and we're
'Cause,
all
like,
loud.
she does need to preserve her voice, especially when she
Yeah,
does, like,
such a long show.
3.5-hour shows, which, oh my god, I would do anything to see Tortured Poets.
Oh,
Anything.
I know, that still hurts. That still hurts. When I saw it that one day when she first performed it, I was like,
It
"No!"
hurt.
Yeah, that was tough, and we'll see, I mean, what happens at the in New Orleans this weekend.
Oh my god. Faith's going, right? Shout out Faith again.
Shout out Faith again. I know, I'm really
Oh my
upset.
god, we pull Faith out to the street and, like, start fighting for the tickets. Just
Yeah, I'm
kidding.
so jealous. Like, that was the first thing I was like, when we lived together and that Tortured Poets section was a thing at the Eras tour, that day I was like, she came out and I was like, I'm so mad at you right now.
You're like, "I can't even look at you. I
I'm
can't
so
even
mad.
look at
And
you."
she was like, what? And I was like, you get to see Tortured Poets Department on tour. And that's not okay.
That's
Yeah,
okay. We did try to get tickets
I know.
to the Canada show. We were literally gonna go to Canada
I know.
for
And
her
it's on
on
my
your
birthday.
birthday.
Oh, it's the last date on my birthday.
I can't talk about it anymore because it actually makes me mad.
I know. I'm sad. I'm sad. And who knows what will happen in the next couple of months. Eee. Something better happen before the end of the year.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think we should probably wrap it up.
I know. I know. I if you guys have listened this far, thanks for coming back and
Yes, thank you for coming back.
listening, sticking with us during
And
the hiatus.
yeah, exactly. And it should be a fun journey. We might have some in-person episodes eventually, and you might see
Mhm.
some background changes at any given moment. Or
Yeah.
it might just be audio and you can just hear our little voices. So
Yeah.
just come with us on the journey while we figure it out, is all I'm
I wonder
saying.
if people can, like, tell the difference between our voices if they're not seeing us.
And maybe at first, if you don't know who we are, maybe it
Because
would take a second. I
I
don't know.
FaceTimed mom the other day, and my dad goes, "Oh my god, I was in the other room and I heard it, and I thought you were Abby."
Yeah. I could
I
see
was like,
it being sometimes being hard, maybe. I don't know.
"Mhm."
I don't know. Let us know. Let us know how we sound.
I know. Okay, well, we'll see you next time. See you,
Next week.
is "see" the right word?
Uh yeah, tune in next week. We're excited to talk
Yeah.
at you.
Yep.
All right.
Bye.
Watching. Bye.
Okay. Oh, how do I end it?
Oh my gosh, my nose is running a little. Got a little runny nose.
Stop.